आमी मंजुलिका।
हे भगवान, ये हर बार वापस कैसे आ जाती है?
मैं वापस आऊंगी, मैं भूल भुलैया 4 में वापस आऊंगी।
नहीं, प्लीज हमें बख्श दे दो, माफ कर दो हमको, प्लीज मत बनाओ प्लीज।
टी सीरीज तो ये फिल्म बनाएगी, मैं वापस आऊंगी।
वापस आएगी? ये ले।
मैं वापस आऊंगी, मैं दुर्गाष्टमी की रात वापस आऊंगी। वापस आऊंगी मैं।
अबे हट, भूल भुलैया 4 it seems my ass. To the makers of Bhool Bhulaiya franchise, that's enough. If you want to make part 4, then get new writers and a director, and not someone who made comedy 15 years back. I don't get it. Why can't you get writers and directors who understand what the current audience wants, like what 3-2 did? The director Anis Bazmee used to make great comedy films 15 years back, and that's visible in this film because 80% of the jokes were outdated. When you have more funny jokes and less lame ones, it works. But when it's the opposite, that is a problem. Bhool Bhulaiya 3 is not a terrible or crap film. It's just very below average and seems very pointless. Singham 3, which is an action film, had more comedy than this film, which is supposed to be a comedy. By the way, do you know what was Tripti Dimri's role in the movie? It's just showing her cleavage. Tripti is a very good actress. Why is she being used as a sex symbol in all these movies? In almost every single dress she wore in this film, her cleavage was visible. And this is supposed to be a family comedy. The real horror is not in the film. It's in the perverted minds of these makers and producers who think this kind of exposure is necessary. If it's an erotic film or a sensual character, I get it. But why are you showing cleavage when it has nothing to do with the film? So Tripti Dimri, you are a very good actress. Please stop reducing yourself to such mindless characters. Coming back to the film, the story is very similar to the second part. I won't mention what because those are spoilers, but the narrative in this film is very similar to the second part. So there was no originality or creativity. They hired two great actresses in Madhuri Dixit and Vidya Balan and just reduced them to caricatures. How could you not use their talents? They were just wasted in the film, and bringing Vidya Balan back from the first part just seems like a cash grab now. By the way, this is a horror film, huh? And nothing was scary because everything was just very, very childish. And you know those scenes in horror films where a character is walking in a dark room and there's a sound suddenly and he looks down, but it's just a bloody cat. That's a standard template now. Can we please see something new? Stupid cats! There's also two romantic songs in this film which come absolutely out of nowhere. When the romantic song started, people in the theater were like, again, that's what happens when you have a director who hasn't adapted to today's times. Some scenes were funny, but that's because the actors are talented, not because the writing was funny. I thought Karthik Aaryan did his best and he was funny in certain moments, but that's about it. If the outdated jokes weren't enough, the outdated over-dramatic climax just killed me, dude. It was like Ekta Kapoor serial from 2005. So in the long history of this channel, which is 1 month, for the first time in my rating scale, this film left me feeling dry.
Boo! अगर तूने लाइक कमेंट सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया, मैं दुर्गाष्टमी की रात आके तेरा खून पी जाऊंगी।